live on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, and YouTube. Today, I'm just going to talk about how we can go live if we do not have 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. Because if you have 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, you can go live using this mobile phone and the YouTube app. You can just simply hit the go live button in YouTube app. But if you have a less number of followers or less number of friends and any number of friends in Facebook, you can still go live on Facebook. And on LinkedIn, you need to have some kind of approval from LinkedIn before you get the feature to go live on LinkedIn. You cannot go directly live on LinkedIn. There is no facility inside LinkedIn to go live. You need to use a broadcasting software. I'll talk about what kind of broadcasting software you can use for LinkedIn and what kind of other web-based software solutions that you can use for LinkedIn Live, for Facebook, for YouTube, and for Twitter. Twitter means Periscope. Okay, let's talk about what are the different ways that we can go live. Just before hitting record here in this stream, what I used a software called Restream. It's not a software, actually, an installable software. It's a software as a service, which is called SaaS. Restream.io, which I'm presently using to stream to multiple platforms. I'm currently streaming, if I'm not wrong, to 4 or 5 platforms. I can see that I'm live on YouTube, live on my Facebook page, live on LinkedIn, and live on my Facebook profile. So there are 4 or 5 platforms where I am going live simultaneously. And by the way, if you have any questions, if you have any queries, please put in the chat. Please put in the chat. So if you have any comments, you can put in the chat. And I do not have anyone helping me in this live show to moderate or to manage this show. So it can be some kind of a out of sync kind of thing when I talk and when I have to manage the stream myself. So it may somehow I get slow in replying to you, and I may get slow in giving you some answers. So if you have any queries regarding the ways in which you can go live on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, and YouTube, you can post your queries on the chat box, live chat box. And I can see that there is one person who is watching it right now. And if you have any queries, just put your queries on the chat box so that I can answer your queries, okay? And to talk about the ways in which you can go live, first of all, let us talk about the most famous live streaming platform, that is YouTube, for sure. Nowadays, many people gamecast. Yes, gamecasting. Many people do live gaming on YouTube. Many people do live gaming on Facebook. They can go YouTube Live or they can go with Facebook Live. Facebook Live is much easier than YouTube Live, because if you have a lower number of subscribers, for example, if you do not have 1,000 subscribers, then you may not able to go live using the mobile phone browser. Nowadays, many people use only the mobile. So if you want to go live, even using the mobile phone, you can use software solutions such as, for example, on a mobile, first talk about mobile phone solutions. On a mobile, you can go live using software solutions like Streamlabs. Then you have Prism Live Studio, which you can use on a mobile for free. Prism Live Studio, you can go multiple destinations like Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, etc. And you can also use software like Restream, which I'm currently using, Restream.io. You can go to Restream.io and start connecting to your platforms. Like you can connect to multiple platforms, up to 30 platforms. If you use Restream.io's service, you can connect to 30 platforms, more than 30 platforms maybe. And Restream.io, even the free version, You can have free version, you can have pro version, paid pro versions. Even the free version gives you the ability to multicast to different platforms. So there is one more similar service called StreamYard. StreamYard is very popular, similar to Restream. There are some other services. Let us talk about StreamYard and Restream first. StreamYard has similar features and similar plans to go live using those platforms. So here, if I talk about Restream, you can attach to 30 platforms, more than 30 platforms, and it's very easy to do that. If you have already your accounts created on Facebook, your accounts on you have your accounts on YouTube, you have your accounts on Tweets, you can directly connect all those accounts to Restream, and then the Restream, when you start the streaming through Restream, it will connect directly to all those services, and it will stream to all those services live simultaneously. So you don't have to install any, you don't have to go to each of the platforms individually to go live on each of those, because even though if you can go individually to different platforms, you will require much of a bigger setup of hardware to go that way. So instead of doing that, you need to use those broadcasting software or broadcasting service where you can add multiple platforms. If you have YouTube, if you have Facebook, you can connect all those accounts to Restream, and you can go live to all those platforms at once. Like if you can find me on Facebook, you can find me on Twitter, you can find me on LinkedIn, and you can find me on YouTube right now, going live simultaneously. So Restream.io has these facilities, and apart from Restream, you can also use StreamYard. StreamYard is similar software, StreamYard.com. You can create a free account, and you can upgrade your account if you need for higher features like full HD streaming, like your own branding and logo, etc. But in Restream also, you have to pay for customizing your logos, going to 1080p resolution streaming. By the way, on Facebook, it only supports up to 720p, not 1080p. On YouTube, it can go up to 4K. And on LinkedIn, I think it can go up to 1080p. I'll talk about LinkedIn in a special way in later part of this stream. If you have any queries, and in the meantime, regarding which platform you can start with, you can put your queries here. And if you have already been using any platform, you can also put in the chat box so that we can talk about those things. So if there is anyone who wishes to join me live here, I can share the link here. Okay, I can share a link to join me here. Okay, and so if you need to come to this stream, you can join here. I can share a link. Let me see, how can I share a link? I have a link. If you want to join, you can join me using the link that I am putting on my YouTube chat box. If you can click on this joining link to join in this chat live if you wish. And you can also try out Restream in that way. What is the interface and all? I'll share the screen in a bit of in a later time, if I can find some ways to share while I broadcast live. Okay, and about YouTube, I'll talk about live streaming on YouTube first. One by one, I'll go to Facebook and to LinkedIn. Okay, so on YouTube, you can go live. You don't have necessarily to have 1,000 subscriber for live. Only thing is that if you have 1,000 subscriber on YouTube, you can go live directly using the YouTube app on your phone. If you use the YouTube app on your phone, you can directly go live. But if you do not have 1,000 subscribers, then here you see, if I can see, there is something called go live, okay, button on the YouTube app on the mobile. If I click now, I cannot go live because I do not have 1,000 subscribers as of now. But I'm still going live on YouTube, not through the mobile app, but through a broadcasting software. I'm using Restream.io. Through that software, I can go live. Or the other way is that you can also use softwares like OBS, where you have to create your event on YouTube, get a streaming key in your live YouTube settings, get that streaming key into OBS, and then you can go live on OBS. Okay, so OBS is the Open Broadcaster software, which is a free software which allows you to record videos, record the screen of your screen of your PC. That means screencasting. You can screen record, you can record a video directly from your camera onto your computer, and you can also go live on YouTube, you can go live on Facebook, you can go live on tweets, etc. Okay, so welcome. If anyone is joining right now, please welcome to my stream. And if you have any queries, please put the queries on the chat box. So I'll try to answer those queries. Okay, let's have a discussion. If you have already been streaming live on any of these platforms, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and LinkedIn, you can just comment on the comment box to see. Let me see where you go live, and also you can share your channels so that I can check those channels how you do your live streaming and all. So we can learn from each other. If you have already experience on live streaming, I can also learn from you. And if you do not have any experience, you can ask me anything. As far as I can answer, I'll try to answer those things. Okay. So I was talking about YouTube. Number one is that you don't need 1,000 subscribers to go live. Okay, but you need something. If you do not have 1,000 subscribers, you need to verify your channel. Okay, how do you verify your channel? It is done through your phone number verification. How you can do it? You can go to your YouTube account, youtube.com/verify. You just have to go there, and there are certain steps, very simple steps. You have to put your phone number, you'll get an OTP and such kind of thing. That way you will get verification. You need to also verify using your email ID. You need to have your email ID. For YouTube, you need to have an email ID, Gmail account. But apart from that, you will require to click the verification link sent to the email, as well as the verification thing that is sent to your mobile. So you need to have mobile verification if you have less than 1,000 subscribers on YouTube to go live. Before going live, you need to verify your account. Once it is verified, you can go live using broadcasting software, using softwares like Streamlabs on mobile, or using softwares like Prism Live Studio on mobile. So you can find these apps on Google Play Store. Prism Live Studio. There are some Omelette Arcade, I think. There are many live streaming applications available for Android. You can use those. And for I think iOS, there is a very good live streaming software called Switcher Studio. You can try Switcher Studio on iOS or your Apple device to go live on YouTube. Okay. And the next thing is that how do you go live apart from mobile? I'm going live from my desktop now. I'm using Restream.io. It is a web browser-based software where you can add your channels, you can add your Facebook page, and then go live simultaneously to all those things. So Restream.io is one of the... Okay, let me display one comment here. So this is Restream.io. Social comments are displayed here. So in Restream.io, you can also overlay the chat that is going on in the live chat on the live screen. So this is one of the features. I'm just showing you the Restream.io website. You can go there, and then you can what you call try out yourself. Okay, and the next one is streamer.com. Similar to restream.io, Streamer you can easily use on your mobile phone. Streamer.com. Restream.io is also you can use on mobile browser also, but Restream is not that mobile friendly as of now. But Streamer.com is very mobile friendly. You can easily create a live stream using Streamer.com for YouTube on mobile. There is one more similar app called Melon app, melonapp.com. It's something like, let me put in the comment, Melon app, and then I'll just put it in the comments. What are the services which I recommend to go live using your computer browser or your mobile browser? All these apps, Melon app, Restream.io, and StreamYard. StreamYard, the spelling is misspelled. StreamYard.com. You can use these services to go live on any platform. You can do all those apps, StreamYard, Melon, and Restream. All these three apps or three services support multiple streaming at once. Okay. Now, what about if you don't want to use these browser-based solutions? You can use two of the softwares that I'll suggest. One is called OBS, Open Broadcaster Software. obsproject.com is the website. OBS Project, you can easily find it. It's a very powerful software for not only for live streaming, you can use it also for recording your screen, making tutorial videos, etc. And let me show you how OBS works. Okay, in the screencasting, I'll just show you how OBS works. Let us talk about it. Let me open up OBS and then throw it in the screencasting. Okay, if you have any queries, please put in the comments box. I'll just try to answer. Okay, now I'll just share. I'll share you what is OBS. Okay, cancel. Okay, I'll just share my screen right now. Just wait for a minute. I'll share my screen. Okay, it is not showing because I am using OBS again. It has done something to the let us go like this. You can see there are some problems due to the OBS running. My color has gone. Still, I'll show you how to do it. Okay, let's just window. Okay, I cannot share the OBS window. I'm sorry, I cannot share the OBS window on Restream. So it is something I was not aware. I'll just close it up. I don't know what is happening. My color has gone just when I started OBS. Okay, I'll just switch off the camera for once and then again come back. Just please be there. I'll switch off the camera and come back again to see whether it gets fixed or not. Okay, still there are certain problems I'm getting. These colors are, I don't know what is happening with the colors. Let me figure out again. I'm just removing the card and adding it again. Just a second. Let us see whether it works or not. Okay, it is not working because of my internet connectivity. Now it is back. I am back again. There was certain internet connectivity. That's why my color was gone. I'm back again. Okay. Okay. What I was talking about OBS, Open Broadcasting Software. You can go to obsproject.org. I think, yes, it is OBS Project. obsproject.com. you can go to obsproject.com. Let me share the website. Okay, let me share it. Just let us go to this site. Okay, this is obsproject.com. So this is the website of OBS Studio, Open Broadcaster Software Studio. So you have this OBS program for Windows, Mac, and Linux, and you can download it for free. And it runs on pretty much everywhere. If you have a good machine, like if you have machines with good processor and good RAM, it will run very good. I run my OBS on an i3 processor, which is 2013 model, third generation i3 with 10 GB of RAM. So it runs pretty well on my very low-end PC. So if you have a good PC and a new PC, it will run very well, and you can get your job done. Why I'm recommending OBS for live streaming as well as for doing some other videos? Because OBS is pretty powerful. Because if you try OBS, it can give you multiple sources. It allows you to add multiple sources, like the camera, the video feed itself is a source, the mic is a source, the whole screen of your computer, you can show it as a source. Like now I am showing a screen only. So in Restream, if I use something like Restream, let me show you the backend of my stream. Let me show you the backend of my stream. I'll go to share my backend. I'll just stop sharing here, and I'll show the backend of my stream. So let me share what it looks in Restream. Okay, I'll go to entire screen. Okay, window, next batch tab. Okay, Restream, share. Okay, now you can see that I'm showing you my whole setup. This is the Restream Studio. What I am looking at in front of me is the whole Restream setup. If I click on end stream now, my stream will be ended right away. So these are the things. I have a mic, I have a camera. Here I can share a screen. Here I can allow guests. I can invite guests to be a part of this stream. Suppose you also are sitting on a computer. I send this link by adding invite guest. I have shared a link on the chat display also. So I have shared a link, so something like this. This link, which I am shared, if you click on this link, you can be my guest on this stream right away. So if you click on this stream, click on this link, which is shared in the chat, I can allow you to be a guest, and you can come live along with me. Okay, so this is the guest feature. You can add up to 10 guests in Restream. So I'm using a paid plan right now because I'm getting for 1 month free. I'm not on a paid plan for a longer time, but this is a 1 month free paid plan. I'm using it for right now to test out all the features of Restream.io. So it's very easy to go live using Restream. You can select your mic, you can share your screen, you can select your camera, and you can add some other sources. Here, if you go there, you can add sources, like you can add background music, you can add some RTMP source, like if you can bring in your Zoom calls to your stream. So you can directly stream Zoom calls through Restream.io. So if you have a Zoom meeting, you can stream it live on YouTube using this Restream.io, or you can also share a local video. Sharing music and videos need to be done very carefully because of copyright issues. You cannot directly share any copyrighted music or any copyrighted video on your stream. Your stream will be stopped, or your stream will be cancelled by the respective Facebook or YouTube authority, because they are against the rules and regulations of streaming. You cannot share copyrighted material on the stream. So be careful in using those background music feature and local video feature. Just use it judiciously. If you have downloaded your royalty-free videos, if you share your own videos, that's okay. And if you use background music, you need to make sure that you're sharing or you're using music which are royalty-free or free to use, or you have the right to use those music. Okay, so be aware of that. Okay, so this is the stream that I am showing you. I am showing it's a infinite loop because everything is showing one after another. Okay, let me stop this screen share. Just I can simply go maximize here to go full on the stream and minimize to change the position. Okay, I can change the positions, something like that. I can drag and drop to change the positions of my screens, or I can maximize the camera by clicking on this maximize button, or I can share everything. Okay, so the next is I'll just stop sharing now. Okay, so this is the backend of my streaming setup. I'm using Restream.io. There will be similar setup in case of StreamYard. It will be very much similar to Restream.io. Some features will be different from one platform to the other. Some Restream has some benefits. StreamYard has some other benefits. So you can test out the different features by going to the respective these applications, respective softwares. Okay, so these two are one of the best live streaming software, browser-based software available as of now. Restream.io and StreamYard.com. Both are free to use. You can start with the free plan, and if you think that you need a paid plan, then you can always upgrade. Okay. In the free plan, you're limited to 720p streaming only in both of these. And if you do not want any limitation, you can use OBS. The problem with OBS is that you cannot multicast, or you cannot go directly to different platforms at once from OBS. And till now, OBS to setting up live streaming in OBS is a little bit of trickier, because in case of YouTube, you have to create an event or create a live stream, not create a live stream, or schedule a live stream beforehand on YouTube, and get the streaming key from YouTube's backend, put the streaming key in OBS, and that way you can go live. But the last update, which was released a couple of days ago, OBS 27.1 version, and now today it's 27.1.3 is the latest version of OBS, which allow you to directly connect to YouTube by simply connecting the account by using the username and password of YouTube. So it makes everything easier to go live on YouTube using OBS. So if you have not done it already, you can go ahead and try out OBS with the latest version. It is OBS 27.1, some other minor versions later on. So 27.1.x, this is the version which will allow you to connect YouTube directly without going to YouTube to get the stream keys and all those technical bit of thing. The technicalities have been made easier on OBS, the latest version. So you can try OBS Studio 27.1 onwards to go live on YouTube very easily. For Facebook, it's very easy already. You can directly connect the Facebook account and go live on that. You can connect tweets, and you can connect other streaming services, or you can also connect Zoom calls to stream on YouTube, because you can also add Zoom RTMP setting, RTMP details on OBS to go live on your YouTube, your Zoom calls. Okay, so those things will require you to copy the RTMP settings, like the password stream keys and the password passphrase you need to put in the OBS backend. The problem with OBS is, I already told you, that it can be used on one platform at a time. You cannot multicast. Like right now, I'm using several different platforms to stream to in a simultaneously. You cannot do it directly from OBS. Sorry, I just need to have a sip of water. Okay. Similar to OBS, there is something called Streamlabs OBS, which is a fork of OBS. Streamlabs have upgraded the OBS in a sense that it allows you to have different overlays and different other add-ons on top of OBS. OBS is a free and open source project. So OBS is the core of OBS is taken by Streamlabs, and they made something called SLOBS, SLOBS, that is Streamlabs OBS. You can also try Streamlabs OBS. It is also free. You can also have, it has two tiers. One is the free one. You can download the software Streamlabs OBS, similar to OBS, with some added functionality, because it allows you to add overlays, it allows you to have chat, it allows you to do multicast. It can allow you to go different platforms at once if you use Streamlabs OBS. And there are different overlays available for gaming channels on Streamlabs OBS website. If you go for the Streamlabs OBS Prime membership, that is pretty costly as of now for normal smaller streamers. So you can use those overlays to up the game of your gaming streams. Okay. And Streamlabs OBS and OBS, similar software, almost the same software with some kind of a tweaking onto it. So these are the software solutions that I can suggest you to try. There is one more software which is called XSplit Broadcaster. XSplit has a suite of applications which has virtual camera applications which can allow you to remove the background from your webcam footage without using any green screen. So it's similar to what you get on Google Meet nowadays. If you use Google Meet or Zoom, you can change the background. So similar effect can be added using the XSplit VCam, the camera application from XSplit. XSplit Broadcaster is also similar application to OBS, but it takes a little bit of more CPU power. CPU uses it uses the CPU a little bit more. It is a bit more resource heavy, but it has got much more functionality like multi-stream. So you can also install XSplit Broadcaster to multi-stream. XSplit Broadcaster is not a free software. You need to pay for it, but you can if you try to buy it, the price seems a little bit steep, but you can easily find cheaper payment option for XSplit by going to websites like g2a.com. If you go to g2a.com, if you do not know about G2A, let me tell you what is G2A. G2A.com, it's a website which allows you to buy softwares like for gaming softwares and stream keys, etc., in a very reduced rate. So it's a marketplace to buy softwares for discounted rates, where you can easily find subscription key for XSplit Broadcaster software at a pretty low price than actually it is advertised in the actual website. So you get a pretty good deal, around 60-70% off of the actual product price. So you can try that if you want to try XSplit Broadcaster by going to z2a.com to buy a key and use it on your software. Okay, and XSplit Broadcaster, I told about XSplit Broadcaster. And then the next one is what you can use. There is one thing called Prism Live Studio. I told you that Prism Live Studio is available for Android. It has a similar app available for PC. You can install the Prism Live Studio app on PC, and it is similar to OBS. It is actually, if I am not wrong, it is actually made out of OBS. So it is, and it has got a little bit more features than OBS, in a sense that it allows you to add your smartphone as a camera using its mobile app to use it as a Wi-Fi webcam. Prism Live Studio has native support for Wi-Fi webcam, like your mobile phone. You can use as a webcam. If you do not have a good quality webcam, you can use your mobile phone as a webcam for your stream. And Prism Live Studio, which is based on OBS, allows you to do so using their mobile application. The mobile application itself can be used to live stream from mobile. You can screencast from the mobile, as well as if you run the Prism Live Studio on, let me show you by you opening up this Prism Live on mobile. So let us see. I'll just show you what is there in the Prism Live Studio. If you can see it, it is the app Prism Live. So it has various features. Let me just open up. It has got various features. You'll get something called Connect. Okay, you can see that there is something called Connect. So in the interface, if you click on Connect, it will give you a QR code camera. So on the PC application, if you go to the PC application of Prism Live, you can scan a code in the PC application to use your mobile phone as a webcam. So as simple as that. So you don't have to set up too much of thing in the mobile application or in the PC application on Prism Live Studio. So these are some of the applications which you can use for going live. And the next or the last thing that I want to talk about today is how do you go live on LinkedIn. So LinkedIn is a professional network, as we all know. It is not, the live streaming on YouTube is not available for all. What you need to do, you need to go to LinkedIn. There is you can search on web, or you can go to the website of LinkedIn and search that live streaming on YouTube, live streaming on LinkedIn. Then you need to get through an application process. You need to apply to LinkedIn for an approval to go live on LinkedIn. Okay, LinkedIn Live is only approval basis. It is done only on approval basis. You have to apply first. You have to fill up a form. You apply, and then once our application is approved, you can go live using a broadcasting software. LinkedIn Live, you cannot go live directly as you can go live on Facebook or on YouTube or on Twitch. You have to go via a broadcasting software. Okay, so like in Restream, like in StreamYard, or if you use something like Melon, they already have LinkedIn integration. You don't have to mess around any stream keys or RTMP keys, etc. You just simply have to add LinkedIn to the broadcast within Restream, within StreamYard, or within Melon by using your username and password and authenticate the account. Once you authenticate the account, your LinkedIn will be linked with the Restream.io or with StreamYard or with Melon, and then you can directly go live on LinkedIn. You can schedule the meeting beforehand and you can go live instantaneously. So you can do whatever is allowed by the platform, you can do it without going much into the technicalities like copying the stream keys, etc., copying the RTMP address. So you don't have to go that technicalities. You just have to add the account and then you can go live. But before doing that, you need to get approval from LinkedIn to go live. Okay, so try LinkedIn Live. If you have a professional network, you can go use LinkedIn Live to the advantage of your profession. So I'll highly suggest you to try it for an approval process. I got approved. I do not have much of a LinkedIn connection. There's just around 200 connections, but still I got approved. So you can try it for approval on LinkedIn Live. And if you get approved, you can go live on LinkedIn. And that's it for today. I hope if you have got some ideas regarding how to go live, just put in the comments. And I think I'll go say bye-bye because I'm a bit tired today. It's pretty late in the night. It's around 11 p.m. In India. So I'll say bye-bye to today. And if you're watching on the replay, please put your comments on the comments box so that I can bring in new information to you in my next stream. So if you want a particular topic to be discussed in my next stream, you can put it in the comments. If you're watching the replay also, you can put it in the comments. I'll try to create a live stream or create a live show on that topic next week. Okay, I will see you next week, same time, same platforms. Till then, bye-bye.